Good morning, everybody, and what a beautiful morning. We're blessed with the sunshine for a few days, which is so nice. Welcome back again. This today, I'm going to enjoy my chickens. They're knocking. This is a journey that I went on. There was there's many different ways to heal, and one of the ways that we were taught in our shamanic womancraft was um, when we craft, when we occupy our hands with some kind of craft, there's we bypass, we're able to bypass that conscious monkey mind because that mind is being occupied with the craft. So part of that mind is occupied, and then the other information is able to go into your subconscious mind, and you're able to tap into that. So by you doing a craft such as knitting or crochet or art, like any kind of creative arts, you are then able to tap into another aspect of your mind and plant seeds or change thought patterns. It's a beautifully strong ability, and especially in women's circles, which is why in women's circles there's always some kind of craft you can do in the middle. It keeps your fingers busy. It keeps that that monkey mind occupied, and it doesn't affect you. There's a little bee. So with this in mind, this is why I decided to go and do a medicine doll workshop with a dear friend. And I'll just show you my medicine doll I made. So it was a felting workshop, and this is the medicine doll. So inside we collected leaves or bits of stick or herbs, anything that we felt we needed to bring that medicine within ourselves. And then we went on a journey to meet the medicine for the medicine doll. And so this beautiful doll, she would come to me to any circles. I'd bring her and I'd place her in front of me, and she was like a witness to me. She was the embodiment of the medicine woman that I found in the drum journey. So this is a story of when I met this beautiful Indigenous elder in my journey. Again, it did take me a long time to connect into the drum. I did start in my womb space, which was interesting. So it was warm and red, but I kind of got a bit, nothing was happening for me there. So I left and I went to that usual, like there's this paddock by the river that I used to go to. And so I went there again and I began flying in the wind, doing the somersaults and the loops and soars. And I rose up really high into the air and I asked if anyone could show me my medicine. And a little blue wren flew up next to me and was chirping, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. So she wanted me to follow her, is what I got. And I was down on the ground at this point. So I started walking through this really dense scrub and forest, and I was losing sight of her. So I tried to get up a little bit higher. I did get a little I felt a little trapped because it was really dense bush, like going through this dense scrub and forest. And she was going a bit too fast for me. But then what was really strange was I came to like this massive slide in the middle of the forest. So I went down this slide and it was huge. Like I was up high and I went down this huge slide and I landed in the middle of like this beautiful waterhole. It's like, I mean, I've never been to Central Australia, but I've seen photos of some of the amazing waterholes in Central Australia, and it felt like I was there. So I landed in this cool water, and I got out and I sat on this beautiful warm rock, and there was a dragonfly right next to me as I got out, and also one of those water dragons. So in Australia, we have these amazing water dragon lizards. So it was sunning itself in the warm sun. And I was still a little distracted. So the whole time in this journey, there was a bit of a distraction for me. So, but I kept going. I was just like, I'll just keep going. And then that's when I saw this amazing Indigenous woman, and she had that protruding lower lip and like the hair, like she had that beautiful wiry dark hair, but it had wisps of gray through her locks, like, you know, like exactly like this. Really beautiful soft eyes. And it was really hard for me to stay focused. But anyway, I stayed focused, and she told me that she was a listener and a watcher. She said that she was stillness, like the waterhole that she lives near. And she told me that the animals around the waterhole were her kindred spirits. So she also told me that she had the ability to dwell both at the edge of the waterhole in the light or submerged under the water, connected to the earth and in tune with the watery depths. So she was able to go between two worlds. So being in the light and being able to go into the watery shadows, like the depth. And she also told me that she would listen to all my journeys above the water in the light and also below the water in the shadow. And I think I might have mentioned on some previous videos that when I would come into this winter, there would it would be almost like a seasonal affective thing. But it felt like I was always just at the kind of floundering at the top of the water, you know, and the water's all choppy. And then I would sink into the depression, which would take me below the water surface. But I'd be in that panicked state. And, you know, as if it was a scary place to be, in that panicked state. And with her talking to me, she would tell me that she was going to be with me when I go into these journey into that shadow self of me, and to be in that stillness. So when you are underwater, and I talk about this often because it is such a beautiful feeling. It is so still and it is quiet, and it just allows you to connect with what's really going on. And if you allow that, if you allow yourself to go into that space without fear, then it becomes an extremely healing place to be. And so, yeah, so this beautiful doll, this medicine doll, has been with me since 2018. Most of these journeys that I talk about were during that the year of 2018, 2019. So most of the stories I'll be talking about are from that time. And yeah, I thought I'd share that beautiful story, because there's many ways to heal. There's so many ways. And doing little making your own drum, or going and making a medicine doll, or creating a blanket, like crocheting yourself a blanket where every stitch has an intention. It's such a powerful way to heal the self, and there's so many ways we can do it, and we can access that healing from within. If we allow ourselves to go within, we can access that healing. And yeah, so thank you for listening again, and I will see you soon.